Mainstream media senses its slow, inevitable death, and now they're trying to convince you that they are your savior, and they are not. The mainstream media is so damn biased. The reason the mainstream media versus YouTube are so different is this. The mainstream media gets paid no matter if they get the story right, if they get it wrong, if they swing at one bias or the other bias, they still get paid. On YouTube and other social media platforms and things like that, when it comes to the news, if we get it wrong, we don't get views, and nothing, good happens of that. Let's read this. Andy Lack. Yeah. Journalism is under attack from coronavirus and the White House, but we're winning. No, you're not. At this dark hour, Americans are scared. They're hungry for accurate information and the unvarnished truth. Well, then they shouldn't listen to mainstream media now, should they? Now and all the days to come, journalists will be there, but not in the mainstream media, because they are not journalists. They are only individuals who are seeking to fatten the pockets of their investors and push a narrative. In many respects, the 21st century hasn't been kind to journalism. Mainstream media journalism. The proliferation of new sites and channels has fragmented audiences, and reliance on digital advertising has slashed revenue. And that's our problem because why? Social media platforms now deliver oceans of content to every corner of the earth. Yes, it does. And it's a lot faster, and it's a lot more accurate in a lot of instances. This development, when coupled with the absence of accountability that dependable news organizations pride themselves on, is a dreadful 1-2 punch. For you, yes, it is an uplifting experience for everyone else because we are able to get multiple news sources and multiple points of opinion and dissenting opinions and different points of view from many people who aren't in it for the biases because, well, they don't get paid if people don't watch the videos. In the last decade, the ugliest and most cunning threat to journalism comes from leaders in different parts of the world increasingly questioning not just the veracity of what is being reported, and they have every right to, and they should, which isn't new, but the integrity of those who report it, which is. Oh, forgive me, Jack. You're saying that we shouldn't question your integrity. No, you are a journalist. A journalist should have their integrity questioned. Are you reporting on the news as the news, or are you pushing an agenda? Of course, your integrity should be questioned. Some leaders have gone further and egged on their supporters to target and harass anyone they don't approve of in the media. Well, what about people in the media that spew fake news? Obviously, we should call those people out. Orange Man bad. Donald Trump came into office railing against many of the foundations of our democratic institutions, including a free press. 40 months into his administration coverage of the coronavirus outbreak is the latest sign that, contrary to conventional wisdom, he hasn't laid a glove on serious journalism. His attacks most recently against excellent reporters like Jonathan Karl and Yamiche, Peter, and Paul. That sounds like a band. Yamiche, Peter, and Paul. The bully in Bully Bullpit, but they haven't shaken the soul of the First Amendment. Well, you guys report on every little thing as Orange Man bad. He can't even ask a question, and you guys are stuck on Orange Man bad. You're not looking at it as the office of the presidency. You don't like the man. But you got to separate the man from the office. That's journalism. He makes decisions as Donald Trump, and he makes decisions as the president. And sometimes we can ask questions too, but my God, he had you guys switch seats. He had two reporters switch seats. Tried to have two reporters switch seats. Forgive me, they didn't switch. They refused. And it was like the top news for the day. Oh my God, Trump had people switching seats. Deal with it and report the news. The news is not you. You do not interject yourself into the news unless you become valid news. Being told to switch seats I don't care. I don't need to hear about that on NBC and ABC and Fox and CNN. And Orange Man bad, he made us switch seats or tried to make us switch seats. So what? I don't care. I don't. I want the news, and I want the news in an unbiased manner, and I want the news with as much information as you can give me so I can make up my own mind. I don't need you telling me how I'm going to think. I need you to tell me, here's what the news is, here are the facts. I don't want this, here are the facts, but the Orange Man said it, so therefore it must not be true. I mean, that's kind of where it goes to. But anyways, I love you guys. You guys stay informed. I just wanted to go over really quick on this. A lot of this is just going to be fluff, but, you know, mainstream media is absolutely dead. It is. The only reason it is alive now is because they are the only ones that are established and have enough money that, well, politicians will talk to them. A channel like mine, if I called a politician and said I would love to interview you for my channel, they would look at me like I had two heads because I don't have enough money. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Mainstream fucking media. It's just...